Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the DDE channel. My name is Dom, and today's video is going to be me trying to book what happens at the WrestleMania 42 show. Now, I'm recording this after SmackDown happened. God damn, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. But I had to change a couple of things since SmackDown happened. Raw's going on tonight, so I'll probably also have to change a couple of things before I post it, but we'll work around it. How this is going to work is I'm going to give you the matches. I'm going to give you maybe like a highlight or two of things that I would love to see happen, and then the winner, who I think wins that match. You know? I have four honorable mentions of matches that either I didn't feel need to be on the show, I simply do not care about, or I just thought it'd be fun. You know what I mean? I have four of them. Which we'll get to first. So let's get on with it. The first of my four honorable mention matches is Gunther. Cause like, what are we doing with him? What are we doing with him? Because he's been on a really good streak from killing John Cena, Goldberg, AJ Styles. He's been doing great. I think he should be on the Mania card, but I just don't know with what. So Rey Mysterio, I think will be good if he's healthy enough. If he's not injured anymore, I think they should do it. Gunther should win that. I don't really have anything to add. I think just Gunther wins. Probably retires Rey Mysterio. It would be Dominic, but he's busy with Judgment Day things. So yeah, Gunther beats Rey Mysterio. Up next on my honorable mentions, purely because I think it's cool, is Sol Ruca versus Zarya. Why not? You know, you don't get a lot of NXT on like the main PLEs. You know, on those, you don't get a lot of them. Why not? WWE is very high on Sol Ruca. I don't watch NXT, but I believe currently they're still feuding. Why not take it to Mania? I think that'd be cool. I think Sol should win that. Sol Ruca should win that. I just thought it'd be cool to add a NXT match on Mania. Up next is for my honorable mentions, Natty versus Maxine Dupree. I don't fully care about this match. I'm not gonna lie. Partially why I didn't have it on the Mania. I don't care. Respectfully, I like Natalya. I like Maxine. I just don't care about the feud. But Maxine gets a good win at Mania if this happens. And finally, for my honorable mentioned matches, this is the one I changed after SmackDown. I had something completely different, but I think this is a better way to go if it does happen. I do want The Miz on Mania, yes, versus Danhausen, because I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be great. You are cursed, and the Miz just never wins again until they team up to make Mizhausen, which I hopefully think will lead them to make it. Hopefully, I think would be funny, winning tag gold. That'd be great. But if they're going to start their feud here, I think Danhausen should win, because the Miz is cursed. You can only uncurse him unless they team together. So yeah, Danhausen beats the Miz at Mania. And now we get on to the main card. The way I have this set out is I have on each show 9 matches, which I think is a fair amount of matches for Mania. Maybe you can argue 8 to 7, but I think if you want it to be a grand show, 9 matches. And then yeah, once again, the matches, I have them in order of how I think it should play out on the show. Some miniature little spots that could happen in that match, and then the result. So let's absolutely get to it. To open this off, to start off Mania, I do predict it to be Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer. I think this match is going to be great. I do like the build up. I wish it would have started earlier to a degree, because I would have honestly also liked it to be Raquel in this match and make it a triple threat match. I think that'd be sick. But yeah, it's just Liv and Stephanie. I think it's going to be a great match. The only highlight that I think I have on this is just Raquel, trying to help Liv Morgan regain her championship. Like how Liv tried to help Raquel win the championship against Stephanie on Monday Night Raw, but like that night, it failed. Raquel doesn't get the job done for Liv. I think Stephanie just retains. Because I also have, hopefully, Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie. No, not Stephanie. I'm sorry. Liv versus Raquel happening later on, because I do expect the Judgment Day to just stop. I think it's been 4 years, guys. I think they just need to stop. So yeah, Stephanie wins. We start slowly switching over into a Raquel and Liv feud throughout the upcoming weeks. Up next, I have the Vision of Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Champions. I realized I didn't say it. Yeah, the Women's Championship for Liv and Stephanie, but the Raw Tag Team Champions. I don't think I had anything to add to this. I don't know. You'll get Austin on a Mania. Logan will have another Mania. The Usos will probably just win. I don't think there's going to be any shenanigans or like interference. Yeah, I actually don't. I just expect it to be a fine match. Because Jey Uso was fine, Theory is good, Logan's great, and Jimmy's pretty good. I think overall, fine match. I think the Usos will just retain, and yeah, Division will just stop because, oh my god, they're cursed. Match 3 is where we actually get to the Mania, because the real stars are out tonight. El Grande Americano versus the OG El Grande Americano. I just think it's absolutely hilarious, the fact of that the El Grande Americano Ludwig variant is the most over babyface in Mexico, while the El Grande Americano Chad variant is the biggest heel in a AAA. But you come over to the state side and to the North American side, and it's just the opposite. The Ludwig one is not even really the biggest heel, and the OG is not even the biggest face. They're just flipped roles. I just think it's absolutely hilarious, and I think this is where wrestling should be at some points. Just stupid, just dumb stories, I do expect both Rio and Brio to interfere in this match, causing the Ludwig variant El Grande Americano to win. And I want this to be a mask versus mask, because I think we could be doing much better things with Chad Gable than OG Americano. And I honestly think Ludwig as the new El Grande Americano has been much, much, much better. So I think we need Chad Gable back, and we can keep Ludwig for however long that will take as the one and only El Grande Americano. The fourth match of the night, I have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I honestly, this is what I had to ponder on for a while, because I think both women have a really decent to good argument for why they should win at Mania. Becky, full time, honestly, arguably one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time. Great Intercontinental Champion, and I feel like you could move Becky into other storylines with other names for the Intercontinental Champion. Same kind of in a way falls for AJ Lee when it comes to, you can have her win and have her face a bunch of other people for the Intercontinental Champion. It will make her be more of a full-time-esque wrestler, but not all throughout. She is a part-timer though, who would be holding a championship, and I think that's where a lot of people, partially me too, where it's like I think it should go to the full-timer and Becky Lynch. But I'm looking at the bigger story in mind, and I'm going to have AJ Lee retain her Intercontinental Champion, partially because I think I've only caught on to it because of Elimination Chamber. Jessica Cart. Oh, this feud with Jessica and Becky have been great. I honestly wanted to break off into a Jessica versus Becky match at some point. It could just be on an episode of Raw. I don't care, but I think that would be just a fun little feud. Also because I found out she used to wrestle. Jessica Cart, the referee, used to wrestle. So I think it'd just be fun. Let's have a little match. But I think Jessica's going to get into Becky's way, costing her to regain her champion, causing AJ Lee to retain and win against Becky. So I think it'd be cool. The fifth match I have to predict, Seth. Now, it's been stressful. There's been a lot of word, a lot of talk, a lot of ideas thrown about what are we going to do with Seth, because Braun potentially not coming back, could do Brock. Some people have thought to just do Logan versus Seth. Listen, and I'm going to say this again, the only way this could make sense and that could be good is if it is Braun. You know what I mean? Like, if Braun isn't back in time, then that's really going to mess up a lot of WrestleMania plans. For me, mainly, but also for a lot of fans, because that's kind of what we're expecting at this point. Because then at that point, it'll just be Brock. I don't want to see it. I don't know how many of y'all want to see Seth and Brock again. I don't. But I think it has to be Braun. Hopefully he does come back healed enough to where it's Seth versus Braun, because that's, again, the only thing that makes sense. The only highlight I can think of for this match is just Seth Rollins in the middle of the match, just snapping his fingers and summoning just the black hooded masked figures in front of Braun, and Braun just slaps them all around and just kills them all before getting to Seth Rollins, and then the match continues. I just want that to be a little spot in there. It was just like panicking. It's like, get him, come on, get him, and then just a sea of men in black masks just come to get Braun, and he just kills all of them. I think that'd be sick. That'd be amazing. I do have Braun to beat Seth. The future. He's the future of the business. Just strap a rocket to him and make him, the biggest thing in the world. Say that again for another superstar, and I think you already know who. Match 6. Carmelo Hayes comes out and is like, normally on SmackDown I'll be holding an open challenge for an opponent. It's Mania season, baby. I'm feeling generous. Bring 2 people out. Get 2 people out here. The first one to answer, Ilya Dragunov. Cause Ilya's so good. And I want him to have a Mania match. I want him to have a Mania moment. It'd be sick to have Ilya versus Carmelo, but I also wanted to add another person who I feel like could make a bit of a different game changer, that's what I meant to say. Tama Tonga. I think that'd be kind of cool. He's already pinned Carmelo Hayes at a SmackDown that I was at. I watched this SmackDown live. I'm currently editing that video too, so that'll come out at some point, I promise. But I went to that SmackDown live where Tama pinned Carmelo, and I think the next episode or 2, he pinned Ilya Dragunov. So why not put him in this match for the US champion? Because also I have some planned for the MFT boys that honestly doesn't need Tama in it. So yeah, just Tama versus Carmelo versus Ilya, and I just think it'll be just hard hits, just slapping me, just slapping each other, punching each other, elbow kicks, all the hard hitting style of moves. I think Shinsuke does get involved to cost Tama the match at the end of it, and I think Carmelo will walk away holding his US title high, and I think it'll be an amazing match. I really hope they follow through with that. That'd be sick. The next match I have is Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. This is the one I kept changing the most on. So Finn's gonna win. Actually, Dom can win this. Oh, but it wouldn't make sense because Finn would win. And then I was like, oh, but Dom could also win. This is the one I kept kind of flipping back and forward on a little bit. But I think I came to a decision in having Finn Balor win. And I really wouldn't like it because, again, now Triple A's happened. Dom retained his mega championship belt, which kind of does put a little bit of a wrench into what I'm predicting and what I'm hoping. But I'm also kind of hoping that it's a different company. It won't care. Hell, the El Grandes are just switched, just babyface and heel, so maybe nothing really matters there completely. But because of his win, it made me think maybe Danhausen's curse didn't fully work on Dom. He just lost one of his belts. That's not good. But I feel like if they want to incorporate that purely for WWE base, I just hit the mic, I'm sorry. If they want to incorporate that purely to WWE and have the Danhausen curse on Dom just affect, Dom and the Judgment Day in a way, then it'll work out. Finn wins, because my prediction is all of Judgment Day get involved. Raquel comes back out to help, but that fails. Have Liv come out, that fails. Hell, Roxanne comes back, but that fails. JD tries to interfere, and that fails. Have just Dom just scramble to do anything it takes to win, and it doesn't work. Finn hits a coup de grace and pins Dom, because I also think Dom is well off not winning this match. You know what I mean? I think Finn does need to win 10 times more than Dom, and as a Finn Balor fan, it'll just make me happy to see Finn win at a Mania. It'd be great if it was for a title, but nonetheless, just a win at a big stage would make me happy. All right, we got a big one here, boys. We got a big one here. Women's tag team, TLC. Just do it. Just fucking do it, dog. Just do it, guys. And Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the Irresistible Forces, love the name, versus Bayley and Lyra, versus Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, versus the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, versus the Bella Twins. This is what SmackDown messed up for me. I just had 4 teams. I just had the 4, and then the Bellas decided, you know what? We do want the tag team belts. Let's come back and announce it. It's like, oh, damn it. So now I had to add them into the match to make it a 10-person tag. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine the things and the spots that they would do in this match. I just expect it to be complete chaos. Beautiful, great chaos. I have Bayley and Lyra to win, and I'm also doing this because Bayley needs to be on another Mania. They snubbed her on last year's Mania, and that actively hurt my feelings. Bayley fan hurt my feelings the most. So I think, sorry for last year's Mania. Here's the tag team champions. Then I do think that they've been putting in amazing work within the tag division to earn themselves a title opportunity. I feel like Charlotte and Alexa don't really need the win. They're big enough stars. You can really put both of them in the Women's World Champion match tomorrow, the next night, and I don't think anybody would really blink about it. The Kabuki Warriors, they're doing their own little things. Lash and Nia would be a good win, but I like the fact that the tag team champions do change kind of randomly. I do enjoy that. And then just not the Bellas. Simply as that, just not the Bellas. So yeah, Bayley and Lyra take home the women's tag team champions at Mania. Happy for all. And now we've reached our main event for night 1 for the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Now, I'm still committed to this change. I just had to tweak and tinker some things. But yeah, the fact that Randy turned heel SmackDown just kind of messed up a lot of my plans, but I'm committed to a change and I'm gonna get a change. So yeah, I'm not happy with Cody becoming a champion again. I think Drew 100% should have came in as a champion and just did the big clusterfuck of a match of like Randy Cody, Drew, Jacob, honestly, fuck it, Aleister Black if you really wanted to. Why not? Because why not? I just don't. They took something that was interesting to me, which was a Drew champion run, and then threw it away. So, but yeah, we getting Cody and Randy for the Undisputed Champion. I originally had Randy turning straight heel in the match, just hitting an RKO and a punt kick, straight heel. I'm gonna change it, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but again, like I said, I've committed to it. I do think Drew does try to interfere and cost Cody the match, which would make Randy turn on Drew, beat him up a little bit. Cody tries to hit Randy with a crossroads. Drew probably was able to get back and, kill Cody again. Still hits a good punt kick, maybe even just an RKO if you don't want the punt kick. 1, 2, 3, Randy wins. And I'm going to predict that Cody Rhodes is going to just attack Randy at the end of the match. Maybe we can turn Cody heel again. Or not again, but just turn Cody heel. Maybe Randy could be like, how could you? I did this for me and you're doing this for you. I don't know. It really messed up my plans, and I'm just going to commit with that. Randy wins. Cody turns heel at the end. Why did SmackDown have to happen? But yeah, that's the main event for night 1. Let's see what night 2 has to have. Oh my goodness. Alright, so for night 2, the opener that I think will be hopefully good. At the moment, it doesn't feel as big as it should. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. I think it'll be a good match. Cause again, I was there live when Jade fought against Jordan. It did show that Jade's best matches are the people who can match her. Whether it's strength, whether it's height, skill level. If they can match Jade to a degree, it does tend to be some of her best matches. I don't have any big highlights for this match, apart from I do think Jade will win. Rhea has gone 36 to now, basically fighting for a championship. I don't think she needs to win another one at Mania, honestly. You know what I mean? I think Jade could use the big, because Bianca lost her streak at Mania. Give Jade a little streak. She already won at Mania 40. She won at Mania 41. Let's start a new one with Jade Cargill. So yeah, Jade retains her championship. Alright, now match 2 right after that, which I think will be great. Brock. There's been, again, like I said with the whole Seth Rollins thing, there's been a lot of plans for Brock. It's been Seth, it's been LA Knight, it's been Obafemi. It's been there's another, I think there was another one. There was like, oh, this could work. I can't remember what it was, but I know of the LA Knight, Seth, and Oba one. I think it should just be Oba. I just make it Oba. Now, and also there's a thing going around where both Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar are saying that, we want Brock to look strong until his last match. Don't. It's Brock fucking Lesnar. Don't. You don't. Like I'd honestly argue if it's against Seth, fine. If it's against LA Knight, fine. If it's against Obafemi, no. Oba has to win. Oba has to win. Oba needs to win. Brock already eliminated him from the Rumble. Give Oba the win. Give Oba the win. No, that's all I have. Just Oba just kills Lesnar. Fucking make it a 5-minute match. I don't care. Just as long as Oba wins. Please. Match number 3. This one I had to toss up again. Sami Zayn has been going through it on SmackDown, and I don't know what's going on with him. I do expect a heel turn. That'd be kind of nice. It'd be sick. I think it'd be cool. This self-righteous man giving in to the voices in his head due to another legend who gave in to the voices. Be kind of sick. But who does he face at Mania? I was up against two. I've picked the other. I originally had Aleister Black because it'd be nice to have Aleister Black on the Mania. That'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be sick. But I went with Trick Williams. I think Trick versus Sammy would be a better match, because especially to build Trick Williams as this superstar. He is so good, so cool, such a good promo, such a good moveset, such a good seller. He's so awesome. And I think there's no better stage for Trick than WrestleMania. And I honestly think that, because they talked about doing a double turn with Trick and Sammy, where Sammy turns heel and Trick turns face. I've enjoyed heel Williams, I've enjoyed heel Trick, but honestly at this stage, yeah, make him a face. He's over with the fans. Whoop that Trick has been just like worldwide. Again, I'm going to keep bringing it up until I post it. Going to that SmackDown and being in an audience, being a part of a live audience doing Whoop That Trick is so fucking cool, and I think it would work very well as a face. But yeah, I'm having Trick win. Sammy will probably turn heel. I don't know, maybe he tries to cheat, maybe use some underhanded tactics, I don't know. But I do expect the Sammy heel turn, and I do want Trick Williams to pick up the win. Okay, to be completely honest, I'm not gonna spend long on this one. SmackDown made me change this one too, but I'm not gonna spend long on it. Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll. Just give me Kit Wilson versus Jelly Roll. Just do it. That's all I am asking. Jelly Roll wins. That's all I wanted. Match number 5, directly in the middle. I simply don't care about this match all that much, but I think it'll be decently good. The MFT of Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, and JC Mateo versus the Y6 of Uncle Howdy, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Lumis. Winner takes all. Simple as that. Winner takes all. You know what I mean? The lantern, the titles, whoever wins this match takes it all, you know? Because this feud has gone on far too long, and I honestly want it to stop. I think the White Six is just going to win, get the lantern back, and I think they'll just take the titles back to where, again, I think it'll be fun. Mizhausen versus the Wyatts. Imagine that. It'd be wonderful. But yeah, the White Six is going to just take the lantern back, and they're going to take the tag team titles. Match 6, I have Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu in a street fight, or like a no holds barred after SmackDown, maybe like an I Quit match. You could honestly, a bunch of bullshit just happens in this match. As long as it's basically a no disqualification match is what I'm asking for. As long as there's some like big plunder match of weapons and tables and anything can go, just any kind of match like that, an Extreme Rules match, might as well. I want Drew to win. I think Drew should win, and I would honestly like to have a Drew and Randy promo, just like heel on heel, like how dare you, you know? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about that whole future aspect. Whatever they do in the future would be great, but yeah, no, Jacob and Drew I think would be a good match. Jacob is a tank of a man. Drew is just as much of a tank of a man, and I just think, yeah, having them just go buck wild and just destroy the arena would be amazing. Yeah, Drew to win, please. He deserves a nice Mania win. Okay, yeah, this match is purely for me. You know, I want it. I want this match, and then I want the next match too. The next two matches are purely for me. I want to see them. Your Women's United States Champion Julia versus Tiffany Stratton. versus Io Sky. I think Io should be on the card. If Io is not on the card, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? No, Io has to be on the card. You could honestly make an argument for her for like having a big multi-woman match for the IC title. I don't want that. I think it should stick to Becky and AJ. Where has Becky been? Has Becky been on TV since Elimination Chamber? I just thought about that. I don't think so. But no, I think it should stay between Becky and AJ for the Intercontinental Champion. And I think it'd be a nice little surprise to have Io Sky on SmackDown. And with Rhea Ripley, you know, fight for the United States Champion, have her best friend fight for the Women's Champion. I think that'd be cool. Just a bunch of moonsaults. I would like Julia to get absolutely like wrecked, you know, just the Tiffany hits her prettiest moonsault onto Julia, go for the pin, and then Io Sky hits her over the moonsault onto both of them and pick up the win. I think Io would be a great United States champion holder. You know, add a sprinkle of star power to that title that is desperately needed. As much as I like Julia, we need some star power to that title. Like I said, the next match is also purely for me. Penta, our Intercontinental Champion, versus Javon Evans, versus LA Knight, versus the New Day of Kofi, obviously, and then if he is healed enough, hopefully Woods. If not Xavier Woods, then Grayson Waller would be a good choice, and then Rusev. In a ladder match, again, I don't really have, like the women's, I don't have a lot of ideas for it, just chaos. I just want a bunch of cutters, a bunch of Mexican destroyers, a bunch of moves, and nothing nice for LA Knight, because clearly he doesn't deserve it. Clearly he needs to wait a little bit longer before he can even look at a championship. I really do feel bad for LA Knight and the LA Knight fans, but yeah, he's not going to be doing all that much in this match. He'll have a good show. He'll have a good elbow drop probably. Probably some BFT said the bell the way around. But through and through, I think Penta will just retain the champion. I think it'll just be a really good highlight for Penta again, a good highlight on Javon Evans, and it'll give Rusev something to do along with the New Day because they're not fighting for the championships. I think LA Knight should be on the card, so it'll give all the nonsense of people something to do. But yeah, all throughout, Javon, I think, not Javon, I'm sorry, Penta, I think will just win. So it'd be a hell of a match, wonderful match. Please do it. We have now reached the main event of the night. I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a very personal match, and I'm still unsure about what I want to happen, but I'm going to commit with it. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Ooh, I'm excited for the promo on Monday Night Raw tonight. It's going to be great. It's going to be personal probably. The Usos did a great job last week. Punk with that devastating line to Roman's father. That was Christ. I think it'll be a great match. Honestly, I think it'll be good. Now, this was one where I was doing my predictions of like getting everything down, writing, thinking about it, and I honestly sat on this for a good day being like, it could fall either way, really. Basically, whatever I said about AJ and Becky, the part-timer and Roman Reigns is a bigger name. CM Punk, though, is a full-time guy who the crowd loves. And it might be a mistake, understandably, but I'm going to have Roman win. And almost like a Bloodline Rules-esque type of move. If you could build up CM Punk making some friends of like maybe I don't know, like having like a who's on the roster? What the hell? I can't think of names all of a sudden. But if you could just have CM Punk just going around, like people being like, hey, if you need help, just let me know, type shit. And then like some of the members of the bloodline, like the Usos, definitely. I think it'd be cool to have Jacob. Hell, you could have a return. You could have a debuting Zilla Fatu. Fuck yeah. But like, and then have them all kind of one by one get taken out throughout the match. And this is when my regrets going to come into form, because I know it's not gonna happen. I fully understand it's not gonna happen, and I'm willing to look stupid if it doesn't happen. I think The Rock, come on, fucking snubbed us last year on Mania. I think The Rock's gonna come out, cost CM Punk the match. No, have his cousin win in honor of the Samoan dynasty, his bloodline. Yeah, maybe hell, if Rock's schedule fully opens up, you could do a Punk and Rock match sometime this year. Fucking have Gunther retire The Rock. Actually, never mind. He's not doing anything. Forget the Rey Mysterio. Have Gunther versus The Rock on this Mania. Who cares? Yeah, I think Roman's gonna beat CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Champion. And honestly, I'm not too confident in it, but shit. And that is the end of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for hanging with me for this entire video. I am going to do more videos like this per pay-per-view, per PLE. So like once Backlash happens, my plan is to do it maybe a week or two after Backlash and have it out. So hopefully all my predictions will be right and make sense. Yeah, no, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe. If you really like and think I'm doing a good job, share the video to other wrestling friends or fans or people who don't even care about wrestling. Like mine friends don't care about wrestling, but I'm gonna probably tell them about Wrestlemania regardless. And yeah, and I want to also remind this channel, I plan on having a lot of other big things too. I'm like now the PLE predictions, Raw and SmackDown reviews. Once I fully understand and get the grasp of live streaming, I'm going to try to stream the shows. You know what I mean? So yeah, once I get that down packed and running, we can stream together. I have a Twitch that I'm also linked down below, so y'all can go ahead and follow, and I'll probably stream at some point in the next couple of days. So, but yeah, that's really all I have for y'all tonight, or today even. I also forgot, I have the SmackDown video that I'm currently editing. That will come out sometime next week. So yeah, that's about all I got. Thank you very much, and I'll see y'all next upload, which will be I think Friday's SmackDown. I think Friday's SmackDown review will be the next upload you see from me.